Hello everyone, today I will talk about the legendary ship class Kirov, which emerged during the Cold War years and continues today. The world's largest and unique battlecruiser emerged in the late 1970s. Kirov emerged as a result of some preferences of the Soviets. The Soviets never thought they should build a large navy like the United States, because the Soviets already had land connections with most of the countries they wanted to invade. The Soviets wanted to conquer the continent of Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. As such, the Navy would not have contributed much. Likewise, since America is a cross-oceanic country, it had to have the largest navy in the world. This was essential for America, because the navy of a country that had the courage to attack the American mainland must have been highly developed. Many plays and movies have been made about the Soviet invasion of America. But the Soviets never had plans to attack mainland America, because attacking mainland America meant defeating the world's largest navy. Even if he succeeded, America's area would be wide and it would be very difficult to invade such a country. So the Soviets' plan was not to invade America, but to drop hundreds of atomic bombs on America and turn the American mainland into a radioactive hell. The Soviet Union, which did not prefer to establish a large navy like America, was often under the threat of the American Navy. That's why they developed their ships for defense rather than attack. Initially, submarines were invested. But in the 1960s, the American Navy developed and grew a lot. Realizing that submarines would be insufficient, the Soviet Union initiated the Kirov project in the late 1960s. The purpose of the Kirov project was to defend against the U.S. Navy and the NATO Navy. The purpose of this ship was to protect the Soviet Navy, important Soviet naval bases, and critical wartime bases. The Kirovs would be able to both defend and attack. In short, the goal was to build a floating castle on its own. The last old-fashioned armored ship in the world was approved in 1973, and the first ship of the series was launched in 1977. It was planned to produce 5 of these ships. However, the production of the 5th ship was stopped in 1990 with the dissolution of the Soviets. When the ships entered service, the Western Bloc was uneasy, because this ship was a war machine full of weapons from head to toe. The psychological impact of the ship was so great that the United States modernized and reused one of the Iowa-class destroyers it had withdrawn from service. These manufactured ships appeared at a very unfortunate time when the Soviets collapsed. It has never been actively used. The Russian Federation, experiencing an economic crisis, left these ships to rot. In 2004, they decided to modernize these ships, but 2 ships were withdrawn from service as they were too old. Only 2 ships of the Kirov class remained. One of them, Pyotr Veliky, continues his duty in the Baltic Sea in the Northern Navy. The other ship, Admiral Nakhimov, will soon be completed and put into service. That's the price of being born at the wrong time and in the wrong place. These legendary ships have never been able to show their difference. Let's see what the remaining 2 ships will do. If you want, let's talk about the technical features of these ships. But one thing I have to say from the beginning, these ships have been very well taken care of and their technical specifications may differ, so I will talk about average numbers. These ships, which are 252 meters long and have a displacement of 24,000 tons, can go up to 28,000 displacements in special cases. 727 personnel work on this ship, but in special cases, the number of personnel can be up to 800. These ships are currently the only nuclear-powered type of ship, excluding aircraft carriers and submarines. These ships have 2 KN-3 nuclear reactors. In addition, there are 2 GT-3A688 steam turbines on board, and these engines produce 140,000 kilowatts of power. Thanks to this huge power, it can reach a speed of 32 knots, or 59 kilometers per hour. These Kirov-class ships can operate continuously for 25 years at a constant speed of 37 kilometers. The nuclear reactor has such an advantage. At an ideal speed, you could theoretically serve for decades. Equipped with Voskhod MR-800 radars, this ship can detect anything within a range of 350 kilometers. Apart from these, there are 3D detection radar and 2 navigation radars. This ship, which has 2 sonars under the hull, is a special ship for submarine hunting. As for the weapon system, you will not see a heavily armed ship like the Kirov anywhere in the world. The Kirov's main weapons are the famous P-700 Granite missiles on the foredeck. Granite missiles weigh 7 tons and are 10 meters tall. Each of them has a 750 kiloton warhead or a 500 kiloton powerful nuclear bomb. For better understanding, the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima has a power of 18 kilotons, while the P-700S have an atomic bomb with a power of 500 kilotons. Granite missiles with ramjet engines can accelerate 2.5 times the speed of sound and reach a range of 620 kilometers. The only reason the Soviets invented these missiles was to destroy American aircraft carriers with one hit. It can destroy one P-700 Nimitz-class aircraft carrier, including adjacent auxiliary ships. Granite missiles can also attack ground targets, although not officially recognized. So a Kirov-class ship alone can destroy a small country like the Netherlands or Belgium. In order to be able to stand alone against the American Navy, it must be quite advanced in its air defense system. This ship has the S-300FN system for high-altitude air defense. There are 12 missile launchers on the foredeck. Apart from this, there are 2 OSAM air defense systems. Apart from this, there are 8 3K-95 Kinzhal missiles. In addition, you can use 2 AK-100 100mm guns or 1 AK-130 double-barreled gun. In close defense, there are 8 AK-630 systems. Another ability of the Kirovs is to have a submarine defense system. There are 2 RBU-1000 anti-torpedo rocket launchers. Apart from this, there are 10 533mm torpedoes. There are hangars to accommodate 3 K-25 or K-27 helicopters on all Kirov-class ships. Helicopters are taken down and out of the hangar by elevators. As you can see, the Kirov-class cruisers are a floating fortress, both offensively and defensively. It's like no other in the world. Now let's come to the disadvantages of this ship. The most serious issue with this ship is the combination of so many weapons and systems on one platform. No country produces such ships. The saying, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket," is famous in the investment world. Because to do so would be to put all the eggs in one basket. Okay, the defense system of these ships is very strong and very advanced. But if they are hit, they will upset the entire balance of the Russian Navy. And it doesn't make much sense to take such a risk. Therefore, platforms where each mission is undertaken by different ships are preferred by world navies. Another disadvantage is that although these ships have been modernized, they are old ships. Ships produced in the concept of the Second World War. It is not easy for them to deal with today's modern warships. So why do the Russians still keep these ships in their inventory? The main reason for this is necessity. Although they tried to recover the economy after the 2000s, their economy is not very good today. The Russian Navy still has not completed the renewal process. Many projects are progressing too slowly or are being canceled. It is not possible to withdraw old ships from service and replace them with new ships while there is a shortage of ships. If you found the video useful and you want to be aware of such videos, you can subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day.